Congratulations, tobacco industry. Since long before I was alive, the tobacco industry had lied to the American public and the world, for that matter, regarding the dangers of smoking tobacco. They had set up a false institution called the Tobacco Institute, which claimed to produce scientific results from research about the effects of tobacco on us. They lied to us decade after decade, even to the Congress when there were congressional hearings, in regards to addiction and the risk of disease from tobacco. As a consequence, many people felt that it was safe to go ahead and consume tobacco, either through smoking or through chew. Or I suppose there are some people who even did snuff. But I don't know why anybody would want to sniff tobacco up into their nose. But I'm sure, since it used to be done a lot, it probably still is done. And then, in the mid to late 90s, a scientist from the tobacco industry came forward as a whistleblower to report to everybody that the tobacco industry had been lying, surprise, surprise, to the public. Well, the tobacco industry, which was and still is a mammoth industry, got a big slap on the wrist, and they continued to sell their poison. However, there were certain concessions they had to make. They had to put information on their packaging stating that there was a risk of death if you used tobacco. And in some countries, they would even put very gruesome photographs of cancer patients from tobacco on the cartons and boxes. As a result of that, it also led the way to reforms in law being passed that forbid the consumption of tobacco within businesses. Eventually, that extended not just into regular businesses, but also into businesses where people would go, such as restaurants and bars, to the point that, well, for most of my life, you could still go into a restaurant or bar and smoke. But when I came back from Indonesia in 2017, I discovered that was no longer possible in most places, although I have seen some exceptions. So congratulations, because what? Why am I saying congratulations? Well, congratulations because you then, first of all, you then started focusing on other countries. You moved away from America and you started targeting innocent people in other countries to make your dirty money, your blood money. And you did it so well that, in fact, when I lived in Indonesia, smoking was a big industry there, and in fact you wanted to have your international convention in Bali. Well, some people in Indonesia didn't like that, but that's what you wanted, and you've not only managed to do that, but then you started with the e-cigarettes and the vaping, so you've managed to turn it all around. And now, instead of seeing almost nobody smoking, I see lots of young smokers, including my niece, going for vaping and even cigarettes. And it just dumbfounds me, because it's dumb. And you're a criminal. And yet you get away with it. The only criminal industry that is more legally successful than you are is the alcohol industry. So congratulations on being number 2. Yeah? And I hope you rot in hell. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.